Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Kelley.
And we're coming to you live from our brand new studio. And we couldn't be more pumped up about it.
It looks like a blanket fort, guys. And we are late 20 people crammed into this tiny space. And it's not what you pictured at all.
So we're coming at you really just off the cuff. We're not going to be having any show notes, and we're just going to kind of share some stories about the last couple of weeks of solo play during this coronavirus.
Because we rebels and we invited people over to fuck us, even though it's probably not a smart thing. But, you know, we had to get our dicks wet, our pussies wet.
Yeah. Yeah, my pussy was really just like soaking
drenched.
wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking Niagara Falls over here.
But yeah, so this actually happened a couple weeks ago, right?
Well, I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Shouldn't you introduce our socials?
Oh my God, guys, I almost forgot the most important part. I run our Instagram, and
that is the most important part of all of this.
Listen, I feel like I do a good job. So interact with me, message me. I like talking to you guys. I'm sorry if I don't answer all the time, or if I feel like it's short.
You do a decent job of responding when you can. I mean, I do go and check everything, and I think that your response time is good.
Yeah, so sometimes I get caught up with work or family stuff, but I try to get back to you guys, and I love when you comment on our little posts or when you message me. It's a little like happy note of the day, so I love it. So please do it more. Adam runs our Twitter, and these both are at TNR Podcast. And what's our website, babe?
Our website is thenakedrelationship.com. You can email us on there and ask us any questions and tell us how much you love us. And sometimes, if you feel like it, you can be really mean and actually don't. That's just bad.
Please be nice to us. We like nice, sweet comments. They make our day. They make my day. I think we should start off with Adam, because he just has an experience. I have multiple experiences, and I feel like we should just get Adam out of the way.
Well, you know, I did get laid.
Whee!
However, it was by the wonderful female half of the wonderful couple that we have in our lives.
We can call her M.
M. Yeah, that's what he calls her. Yeah.
I was thinking E-M. M.
E equals MC Hammer.
MC squared, babe. All right. Her name's M. She's gorgeous. Love her glasses and her cute short hair.
Sorry, your voice just sounds like really like crisp and clear and sexy. Sorry.
Guys, this is how I seduce you with my voice, and you're gonna love it. And hopefully subscribe to my OnlyFans. Just kidding, guys. But
yeah, we're not gonna give that link out just yet. So I will say we had a lot of fun. It was kind of one of those where
start the whole process. Like, paint us a picture. Don't just go right into it. You gotta foreplay us with your mouth.
I'm gonna slowly pull down your. Oh, sorry. No, so we kind of broached this topic with D and M.
No. First of all, they broached this topic with us. They said that in the group chat on Kick, they had something they wanted to discuss. I kind of got a little bit scared. I was just like, oh God, did we fuck up something? Did we cross a boundary?
Oh, we definitely did.
Well, they mentioned that they wanted to talk to us on Skype or Zoom if we had time that night. And that's what my first thought was, like, oh, we fucked up. But yeah, we set up a time to Skype, and they were actually really sweet and wanted a face-to-face confrontation of this discussion of like the possibility of being play partners and playing solo besides the group environment. And they stressed very strongly that they like loved the group dynamic, and they didn't want to hinder any friendships in the future. They wanted to always preserve the friendship and the couple dynamic first before we ventured into solo play, which I thought was extremely sweet and nice of them to do.
Well, it was kind of one of those things that, like you said, like we'd been talking about kind of something that we kind of wanted ourselves. And so we were more than welcome to the idea of it. And so Em and I started chatting on Snapchat. We've just been sexting. Like, you and her both have the thing in common where you, instead of like hard dick pics, you like limp dick pics.
Oh God, guys. I don't know if your man has ever sent you like a soft dick pic, but give it a try. Cause they're my fucking favorite, okay? I don't know what like does it for me, but like seeing your guy like send you a dick pic and it's like soft, it looks like a little gummy worm and it makes you want to put it in your mouth, and like the sensation of it like getting hard in your mouth, like when it turns from like a little worm to like a big old rock,
Into
it's
a
like
big worm.
Awesome. And I guess that's just like the picture it paints in my head when I get a soft dick pic, because I can picture myself making it hard, you know? So I fucking love those. Those are the best pictures, okay? I know some girls like cum tributes, which I do too. I love when people come in honor of me, but soft dick pics is where it's at. So give it a try, guys. So Adam has been sending Snapchats to Em and I, and we've been fucking loving it. Adam has been Snapchatting her, texting her, I guess, doing their thing. I don't really look at Adam's stuff.
I feel like it's different. Like, you definitely don't look at my stuff and I don't look at your stuff. I do ask you about it sometimes, but I do feel like it's a little bit different because we know these people, and like, I feel like you trust them and I trust him, because a little bit later on we're going to talk about how you and him have a play date. But anyway, right now Em and I have been sexting, Snapchatting, and stuff like this. And so eventually she comes over right after you leave for work, probably about 7:30 in the afternoon. And there's sometimes play dates have like that little awkward like moment of like, okay, should we talk on the couch? Should we do this? Should we do that? Or should we just go straight to the coitus? And we didn't really have that. It was nice. Like, we just kind of sat there and chatted for a little bit. And then eventually I got the courage, I guess, to say, hey, do you want to go to the playroom? And her answer was like, fuck yeah, kind of along those lines. And so we started, taking each other's clothes off, and I haven't really grinded with anyone in my life except for Kelley, like penis on vagina type of grind. And so this was like a new...
Wait, like dry humping with clothes off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And oh my God, like, she was dripping wet, and it felt really good. And so at one point in time, I reach for the box of condoms and I just fucking rip it open, because I know, like, if I don't, rules are gonna be broken, and like, I can't get the box open. And so I'm like just fidgeting with it, trying to get open. So eventually I just like pull like a Clark Kent or something, or a Hulk on the box, and just somehow rip it open. And so we kind of start doing the do, and then I don't know how many times I came that night, but it was a lot of fun. And in between, we kind of just would like lay there and talk. I think we had sex like 4 times, I think. And I want to say I came in her mouth once from a really good blowjob that she has really good skills. Then after that, we just kind of went to cookout and came back and ate, and then she went home to her man.
So during this whole thing, I was actually at work, and Adam was very, very good, because he always fucking is, about checking in with me and texting me what was going on, if they had a break, and I thought that was very sweet of him. But I also learned that I do not need to know all that information. I actually prefer not to know. I just need to know that she's there, you're safe, you're having fun, all that stuff. And when they go, I just like the bare minimum. But Adam, on the other hand, wants to know when I take a breath, when I take a sip of water, when I convert CO2 to O2. He wants to know everything.
Is that really what it is, CO2 to O2?
I don't know. Probably O2 to CO2. Yeah, it's O2 to CO2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but completely different. And it's completely different dynamics. So, but like, we try to accommodate each other's needs. I let him know afterwards that he doesn't need to tell me everything, and that just kind of was a little bit like of a shock. Anytime
like we would take a break, I'd be like, "Hey, babe, this is going on. Love you." Like,
yeah, I didn't want to know that.
Yeah, I know that now, but it's it's one of those things where I play so infrequently that it's almost like untested, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, like still very much in beta.
Beta version.
Yes. Do you want the alpha version of me?
But yeah, so that was Adam's little adventure. So how did you feel afterwards, like emotionally?
I felt good. I mean, honestly, again, I play so infrequently that sometimes I don't know how to feel. I think that it helps that this wasn't like a first time
Random.
Yeah, and it was someone that we've already had sex with, that the friendship is already established. So it definitely felt a lot better because it like you said, it wasn't a random person. It was M, and we both like her. And D, her husband, who is fucking awesome, and he's a legend in his own way. But I think right now, or in that moment, I was kind of trying to make sure that you were okay. Like, are you okay with this? Are you okay with everything that happened? Should I have done anything different? Which is what prompted you to say, don't fucking let me know every 2 seconds. Because when you're me and you only last 2 seconds and then you check in after every break, it's literally every 2 to 3 seconds.
He's exaggerating, guys.
Am I? Am I?
Yes, but overall he had fun and I was happy. The only thing I didn't like was I was at work, so we couldn't like see each other, do the reconnect afterwards. Had to wait until
like the term reconnect for some reason.
What's it?
Because like no, I'm not hating on you or like being mean to you in any way. I'm just saying like because it's almost like to reconnect, you have to lose connection.
Disconnect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
strengthen? Would strengthen be?
Yeah, why don't we go with like strengthen or something along the lines of
strengthen our connection to each other? I like that one. Strengthen our connection.
It's definitely good. I think it's down the right path for show.
We will come up with a new term, guys. But
if you can let us know one.
Right now, it's strengthen. So yeah, that was the only part I did not like, is I was at work and I couldn't strengthen our sexual connection that we have with each other until the next night when I was off and he was off, and yeah, get to revel.
I will say that is something that I don't want to say hate. That's a bit of a strong term here, but when you have your solo play dates and I'm at work, or like I'm just not there and I'm not capable of seeing you right after, you know, like it is a sexual connection for me, but it's also like the emotional of like, I love you and stuff, but like we can't always do that right after, and I would prefer to be able to do it after, but I know that it's not always going to be easy to do that.
So I actually had 3 solo.
Can you count them on one hand?
Yes, one hand. 3 solo encounters within the past couple weeks.
All of them we know.
All of them we know.
Oh no! Do we? Actually, 4.
4? Who the fuck is 4?
It involves your extracurriculars.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. So get ready for my 4 solo play adventures. So the first 2 actually happened before we met up with M and D, which is the swinger couple that we felt like we connected. It was right before our second weekend with them. So this was on a Friday. We were supposed to hang out with them on a Saturday. So Friday, get off work, and I'm just Snapchatting one of my he's more like a friend fuck buddy, like the real definition of friends with benefits.
Yeah, that we met from the swinger group that we're in.
Yeah, he is one of the organizers. He's really sweet. He's tall, dark, and handsome. He's in his early 30s, and I find him attractive. I can see something in your face that you just want to say.
I was just gonna make a joke that I don't find him attractive, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, he's gonna put his penis inside my vagina, so I don't think you really care if you find him handsome. So
yeah, I was wondering where you're gonna lead with that.
I don't know where I was going with that either. But yeah, so I was Snapchatting him. We'll call him Jay. I was Snapchatting Jay, and I was just sending him cute pictures of myself, in my little mask at work. And he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting off work. About to shower and watch some good old Netflix and Hulu." And he was like, "Oh, cool. I'm off today." I was like, "Oh, want to come over and chill?" And he's like, "Hell yes." So I text Adam. I let him know that Jay is coming over and we are potentially hanging out with maybe the potential to have coitus. And Adam was like,
oh, you're going to have coitus.
So I kind of like hanging out with Jake. So when he comes over, we usually just like hang out and talk about random shit, catch up with each other for like a couple hours. And I kind of like that. It's definitely a more friendship vibe than just coming over, fucking, and then leaving. So I like the dynamic that we have established of him just coming over, chilling, talking. We usually discuss things that are bothering with something with us. I helped him revamp his SLS profile. I picked some cute pictures of him so he can get more DMs. That was actually kind of fun.
He showed you a new show to watch too.
He showed me this new show on Hulu called Dave. I don't know if you guys know of Lil Dicky. He's a white rapper, and he has a show called Dave on Hulu.
I thought it was Dave Ramsey.
Definitely recommend that show. I thought it was great. I laughed. It's more of a dry, cynical humor, and I loved it. So we literally watched almost like all 7 episodes that were out on Hulu, and then we decided to start making out.
Oh, girl, you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself.
Okay. Am I?
I came home for lunch and I saw you guys.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, Adam came home for lunch. I totally forgot, guys.
Shows how much he fucking loves me.
Adam came home for lunch. Jay was still there. We were just hanging out on the couch, just chilling. Adam came home for lunch. We talked. We all talked because we all know each other from the group swinger thing that we're in. And we talked. We had a good time. Adam left. I felt like maybe there was a little twinge of awkwardness, but not enough to where it made anything uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think the reason I came home for lunch was because you didn't say, I think you told me that you probably weren't going to have sex with him, is what you told me. And so I wasn't expecting that. So I think that's why I came home for lunch. I was like, oh, okay, it's completely fine for me to just kind of hang out too a little bit. And so after I left, you guys started doing the do, which is fun. After
he left, we watched another episode, actually. Okay, we watched another episode, and then we started making out, and we
had to get new couch cushions.
We started making out, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced this, but he is one of the type of guys that holds you tight when he's having sex or making out. You feel protected, and you want him to squeeze you tighter, and it turns me on so much. He just squeezed every inch of me, it felt like, and it felt amazing. So he was we were making out, he was doing that, and he started fingering me, and I accidentally squirted all over.
Accidentally?
I never mean to, guys, so it's an accident. I accidentally squirted all over our couch. So there's a big wet spot right there. And then I started going down on him, and he is of African descent, guys, and he is definitely well endowed. So I went down on him, and I attempted to deep throw. It was kind of difficult, but I gave it my best Kelley go.
How far did you get? Because I've seen his dick, and it is fucking massive.
I'm pretty sure I can't even get half of it down my throat. I'll be honest. But I felt like we had enough foreplay this time to where I got obviously I was soaked because I squirted, and we were making out. I was going down on him, and he was making out with me. He was squeezing me. So I was well lubricated at this point. We decided to slip on the con. Hurt. Yeah, last time I had sex with this guy, it fucking hurt. It felt like he ripped me in half, and it was very difficult to walk, guys. No exaggeration. But this time, Kelley machine was well lubed, okay, and it slipped right in. I was so proud of myself because I was kind of had a little bit of a trauma from last time. I was like, oh God, it's gonna hurt when it gets to the base. But nope, it slid right on in, guys, right on in, and it felt awesome. And he's one of those people that looks at you and listens to your body, can tell if you're uncomfortable, asked if I was feeling okay. And he was doing all this while going in because of last time. And he's just like a very attentive lover, an attentive person. And I told him, yeah, it's fine. Go fucking harder, faster. And I felt like I'm so used to having sex with Adam, and like after a minute and a half, I'm like, did you come yet? And I was basically asking him that every few minutes, like, did you come yet? Did you come yet?
See, it's, again, what I was telling you every 2 seconds. That might have been an over-exaggeration by about a minute and 28 seconds.
So Jay politely pointed out to me that he is one of those people that it takes him a little bit longer to finish. And I was very grateful because we had a nice 30-minute fuck sesh. And I rode him. I also squirted on him all over again. And that, I guess, turned him on because he fucked me doggy style, like super hard, super fast, really deep. And that's when he came. And I felt super accomplished. But we were both fucking pouring sweat, guys, from being turned on and sweating and just hardcore fucking. It was crazy and I fucking loved it. And afterwards, I took a nap. Adam came home and what happened? You came home.
I don't know. This was like a month ago.
Found me on the bed, just passed the fuck out in pure sexual ecstasy bliss.
Come drunk?
Come drunk. Yes, that's what I was. It was delicious.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Naked Relationship Podcast. We kind of forgot to do an outro, so here we are. So you can find us online at thenakedrelationship.com. You can find us on social media at TNR Podcasts. Let us know what you think about the episode. We'll be coming out with a part 2 for next week of the rest of our solo plays, which is pretty exciting. So let us know what you think, and we look forward to hearing from you guys.